Hey everybody, this is Dominique Bunn from the Adolescent Psychology course. I'm here to do my interview for the teacher dispositions. And first question is, what disposition do you possess that will make you successful as a teacher? I believe that I receive and act upon professional feedback very well. I'm very positive when it comes to constructive criticism. I just want to be better at what my job, better at what I do, and I want to listen to people who have experience, who have the knowledge and expertise that can help me to become better at what I do. I think I communicate effectively and professionally. I try to always communicate about things, whether it's a new procedure that's being implemented on my job or some new plans or practices that's coming into view, or just a question about something maybe with PTO or something, question that I may have about something with administration. I just try to communicate effectively, um, and I just try to be professional about my communication at all times. I think I demonstrate cultural competence in interactions and communication effectively. I'm used to dealing with, working with, and I have friends from different backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, religious backgrounds. And so we hear each other out. We understand each other because we respect each other's individuality. We respect each other's backgrounds. We respect each other's roles. And so I think I do that very well. Dispositions that I need to work on before entering the classroom as a first year teacher. I think I need to work on demonstrating professional practices and demeanor at all times, because I do have a tendency that if things are not going good, if I feel like there's some injustice going on in my job, or it's unfair treatment, that's favoritism, sometimes I will withdraw, and I don't always give my best self when those things happen. So that's definitely something I need to work on, is just to make sure that I'm being professional, and I'm practicing um, even with my demeanor at all times. Collaborate with others in a professional, positive way. Again, if I feel like there's injustice, if I feel like there's some negativity going on and it's affecting the morale of the crew, I don't always give my best when those things happen. Sometimes I withdraw, um, and sometimes I don't collaborate with my team when it happens. So I need to make sure that I'm strengthening that area of being connected with my team, collaborating on different things, on projects in a proper manner, in a professional and positive way at all times, regardless of what is going on around me. Attributes that I feel like educators should have, and how they should behave. I think commitment, dedication, trustworthiness, and understanding of the diversity of students are attributes that I feel like every educator should have. The main standard that I think should guide educators is this commitment to students and their learning. I think that it has to be first and foremost. It has to be number one, two, and three in the mind and the heart of every educator, is to remember that we are there for the students, to treat every student, to be committed to every student, no matter if they're advanced placement, if they have a learning disability, if they don't have a learning disability, just have a few struggles, if their home life, affects and influences sometimes their behavior. We just want to remember that we are committed to teaching students and helping them to grow. Um, my teacher dispositions that could positively or negatively influence psychological and moral development of adolescents. I think teachers, the way we can positively influence their moral development is to remain and uphold the professional dispositions. If we do that, then there will be positive outcomes. If we do not uphold our professional dispositions, making sure the kids are our top priority, making sure that we communicate with each other. If you're doing co-teaching, things of that nature, making sure you communicate that you're playing well with each other, um, then there are going to be negative influences for the adolescents and in their development, and making sure that we model the behavior that we want to see with our adolescents. So not being do as I say, not as I do type of educators. We need to be do as I say, because I'm going to show you, with my actions, how we want you to behave, how we want you to be good, upstanding citizens in the real world. And that's going to start in the classroom by us being good, upstanding citizens in the sight of our students. And how will you uphold the expectations of the profession, including code of ethics, professional standards of practice, and relevant laws and practices? I think familiarizing yourself with the code of ethics and professional standards of practice, like student confidentiality, IEPs and disabilities, making sure that I'm being equal and equitable with all students, equitable to all students, no matter their gender roles, disabilities, or if they're advanced placement, treating all students the same and making sure that each student has what they need, have what they need to be successful in the classroom, regardless of the differences amongst them. And then just on the relevant laws and policies, I think just to remain current on all state and federal education related laws and policies, staying abreast of new things that come down from the federal level as well as the local level, as well as my administration team. Just making sure that I'm current on those things so that I can operate properly using using the procedures that are handed down to me in the system that I'm moving in. Um, how you promote healthy moral development with students in your future classroom. Again, number one, modeling the positive behavior. If I want kids to be honest, then I have to be honest with them. If I want them to be merciful, then I got to show mercy in the midst of them and show that character that I expect for them to show to others and to themselves. Implement classroom management and teaching strategies that encourage positive reinforcement. So as I'm in this history degree, learning to be an educator, been learning about classroom management and teacher strategies, and so a lot of those can be implemented to help encourage positive reinforcement in students in the classroom. And I want to be able to guide students with the understanding of how their adolescent developing brain is operating and changing because we're learning about the physiology and the psychology of the adolescent brain. I think that gives us a step ahead, a step up, um, and gives us a deeper understanding of what's going on with students. Even when they don't understand what's going on with them, we can help them to grasp what's going on in their bodies, what's going on in their minds, and with their emotions in a way that can be very positive for them because we have the knowledge of what's going on. And I think as educators, we must remember that if they're acting out, if they're struggling with something, that we can't make it personal, we can't single them out. But remember, that's the adolescent brain, it's going through changes, and they just need the assistance of someone who is an expert, who has learned in those areas. So that's it. That's my teacher disposition video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.